Yes, folks, hello, welcome once again to MoDXtra Games and Collectibles. I'm Chris, this is my channel, absolute pleasure to have you with me here today. And here I am, folks, on a Friday, the Friday just before Christmas. It was my last day of work today before my Christmas break, taking it easy. You can probably hear my voice, I've gone and got the bloody lurg. And I'm just sat at my computer, I'm making a post, my own little post, on my own YouTube channel. Bloody hell, lo and behold, Hasbro Pulse, boom, G.I. Joe Classified Series video, right on the cusp of Christmas. Lenny, BMac, they're there, they're like, oh, let us show you the Artic hiss, lad, yada, yada, yada. And then they go, we got some surprises for you, and drop some render reveals. So let's take a quick look at them. I've got some thoughts that I'm going to share, and then, of course, as always, I'll open the floor for you guys to head down to the comments below and share your thoughts as well. Let's talk about these render reveals we've seen today. And, folks, here is the first one that they showed us, the Artic Steel Core Trooper. And this is going to be the theme. They gave us 3 renders, and all 3 of them were kind of Artic-themed troop builders. So this is on the G.I. Joe side, of course. It's basically Big Ben with a steel core helmet. That's the sum total of it. That's the long and the short of the situation, which is fine. You know, I like Big Ben. He's one of my fave characters. The least of which is because he's a good British fella. Got the old Union flag there on his shoulder. So I have Big Ben around and about quite often. He's regularly installed in displays, although I do prefer to give him the Valaverse MP5, although you probably noticed. But snapped off. Very brittle. So, yeah, that's what you got. And, I mean, it is Big Ben toe to neck, basically. The only thing it's not got is the bullet belt webbing across the core body, even down to including the gas mask and hooded head. It's just Big Ben all over. So, you know, you could be looking at this and going, well, what place does this have in my collection? I mean, some folks with the Artic Hiss on the way, obviously the Snowcat on the way, the Artic Joes, the Frostbite, the Flint, the Lady J and stuff. Obviously, we've already got like the likes of Snowjob in the line. You might say, well, this could be good. Bit of an army builder, just sort of flesh out a really sexy Arctic themed snowy display that you've got on the go, and that would be fine. But I would say that, you know, if you're not in that space, if you're not leaning into the Arctic theme or got a section of your shelf that's Arctic-y, then you might find that it has no place in your collection. I might consider this, though. There is one place that I can see in my collection. A little while ago, in fact, on a previous wish list at the outset of a new year, I said that I'd love to see kind of swappable bodies that you could do head swaps onto. You know, like a Parker, an Arctic Parker, you know, a Desert Camo version 1 that was just sort of generic-y enough, like in the cartoon, you know, that it was all combat pants Parkers, you know, that you could use this in a space, I suppose, if you're looking to kit bash some stuff. You'd have to do a neck and head swap. But you could, well, I mean, you could still keep the neck on, I suppose. But, you know, you'd have to do a neck and head swap. But you could use it to sort of say, well, let's introduce another more Arctic-y themed character into that display by doing a head swap. It's a half solution, because I would prefer to see, you know, fur-lined, hooded Parkers and those types of things. But it could be a way to go. But even the loadout is Big Ben's. You know, it's Big Ben's LMG. It's Big Ben's weird double-barreled submachine gun thing. Big Ben's little machine pistol with the suppressor. You know, and obviously the gas mask with the hood came in the Big Ben set originally. Like, you know, I'm said before, I'm literally holding it here now. So yeah, I can see maybe there could be a space for it if you want to army build into your Arctic theme, or you want to use it as a kind of kit bash base. Then yeah, it's got potential, but outside of that, I can't really see the point. A half measure, at least get a bit of fur on the collar or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. So, yeah, interesting one. Funny one, that. Which then takes us to this bad boy, the Arctic Saw Viper, which is, again, straight up repaint. There's nothing unique about this one at all. It is a Saw Viper in a white and grey deco. Same figure, again, from toe to head. Same loadout, the backpack, the bullet belt, the big gun with the chainsaw on it, the same pistol, the same little knife over here. All exactly the same. No difference at all. Literally just white and grey. They're throwing in, for a bit of good measure, the kind of wolf headrest and cloak that we last saw with the mainline deluxe Snow Serpent, but how that interacts with the Saw Viper, I'd be interested in seeing it in hand just to understand. With all this crap, you know, you'd have to strip him right back to make good use of that, wouldn't you? I mean, all this is removable, though, isn't it? All the necky stuff. In fact, the one I've got on display at the minute doesn't have all the necky stuff on it. But yeah, how that interacts and how that will look would be interesting to see. Oh, and one other thing as well is that it looks like, sort of zoom in there, this chin section underneath, it's not the same Saw Viper head sculpt, I don't think. So the Saw Viper had the balaclava just with the little cutaway bit on his mouth. In fact, let me get him off the shelf. He's on display. Yeah, so you can see there, he's got he's fully balaclavaed under the helmet, and it looks like this guy has got like a stubbly chin thing going on. So there could be a new head sculpt under there, which might be interesting. But again, just like with the Steel Core Trooper, I can't really see a place for this in a general collection. I can only see the level of interest being people who are really sort of leaning heavily into the Arctic theme and really want to do something display-wise, shelf display-wise or photography-wise with the Arctic theme stuff like the Snowcat and the Arctic Hiss, or who want to use it for kit bashing, because white's easy to paint on. Or something. I don't know. Other than that, I just can't see it having wider general appeal. I mean, it certainly doesn't appeal to me as someone who generally likes things that are a bit left field and balmy, but yeah, not so sure, to be honest. And then third and finally, we've got this bad boy here that they called on the video the Drift Viper, but it's obviously a Night Viper, again, completely repainted head to toe in the white and grey colour scheme. Just straight up Night Viper, which for most of us isn't in hand yet. It's not due to the mainline core Night Viper's not due to ship until Marchy time, I think, over here in the UK, unless one of my independent guys who import get it in sooner. But yeah, so I can't really judge it by the standard of the figure because I've not had the book that it's using in hand. But it's been repainted, and the sort of general theme, the general motif of it all is the same: white, white armor, grey trimmings, red bits here and there. And again, the loadout is exactly the same: same gun, same backpack, same knives, same rifle as the Night Viper selection, just in the Arctic color scheme. Which again, I suppose my same thoughts. The commentary is the same. Like, if you like the look of that and you're like, yes, in white, sexy as fuck, I want it, or I totally want to do some really weird photo with that, with my Snowcat and Frostbite, getting in a fight with them or whatever, then fill your boots, But I just can't, beyond people who are going to lean heavily into that Arctic theme, I'm just not so sure. I mean, I could be way off the mark here, and I'd be happy to be way off the mark here, but yeah, there you go. There's the Drift Viper. And that's it. There you go, folks. A cheeky trio of digital renders, or at least at this point, just this side of the new year. You probably can gather from my tone, I've been a little underwhelmed with these. In the first instance, I'm not much of an army builder, so that's just, maybe someone who's very into army building and they'd appeal to you. I like to just have one of a trooper just for posterity and kind of leave it at that. But the Arctic theme thing, they're leaning really heavily into the Arctic theme thing, and I'm just kind of a bit like, well, if it's going to be repaints or reuse, then, I don't know, slam that jacket that you've designed for Flint in a different colour on, a dial tone or something. If you want that scene in the Himalayas from the movie, or some of the more Arctic-y themed, or a snake eye, again, just use the Flint body. I suppose they probably don't want to do that yet, though, do they? Because it's a HasLab, and we've not even had the HasLab in hand. Or, just like, what's the name of that guy? Like Windchill. Windchill, you could leverage a Big Ben body and just do a new head sculpt and make it a Windchill, Or what's his face? Blizzard or something. I'm trying to think of other Arctic people in G.I. Joe. Can't even think of any Arctic Cobras. But yeah, I just it's not a space in the collection I'm looking to lean heavily into. I've not gone in on the HasLab. I don't buy the vehicles because I'm space limited and display space limited for vehicles of that size. I'm just a bit like, about this one, which is disappointing. You know, I'm disappointed that I'm disappointed. It's sad to me. But that's just my personal perspective. I mean, some of you guys out there might be like, yes, I want to army build Drift Vipers till the cows come home. I think the Night Viper in the white and grey design looks really slick, and it's for me. And that's of course fine as well. You know, it's I don't know, I'm never keen, especially when it's like it appears to be a whole wave of Artic, just straight up repaints. There's nothing at all new or unique or anything to separate them. At least even like the Ghost Viper or the Grim Viper were a bit Frankenstein together to make it just, you know, to give it a little bit more of its own individual personality. And of course, the Ghost Viper had the dire mask and stuff, and a new head sculpt, and the Grim Viper, was the head paint deco. You get what I'm saying. I'm sure you're picking up what I'm putting down. So, yeah, weird one that. But there you go. So there's the latest news. Recording, editing, and posting this one tonight has delayed the scheduled video, so I apologise for that, folks. Speaking of the Grim Viper, the review's on the way. Rob, I know you're keen to hear my thoughts on that. Otherwise, I'm breaking for Christmas now. I've pre-recorded some stuff, so they'll be set to go. I've set them on timers to release at gradual intervals while I've got family visiting over the coming days. What that basically means is I'll probably not be replying to comments a great deal. So this is the last time I'm actively going to be able to say have a great holiday season, folks. If you're a celebrator of Christmas and New Year, then I hope you have a banging Christmas. Hope you have a banging New Year. Hope you spend a lot of great time with your family, eat lots of turkey, enjoy some lovely wine, and just chill out and have a great old time. That's it. And I'll catch you properly in 2026. That's it. Take it easy, folks. Merry Christmas.